guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Appreciate you being here. This is a bonus video. I actually come over here and worked on today, Sunday, and I just worked for a little bit, maybe a little over 2 hours, I think it was. Just wanted to come over here and make a little bit of money to make up for the fact that I'm not going to be working Monday. So my goal was like $50, and I didn't reach it. I was pretty close. I got it like right at $47. Just to go over them real quick, I'm just doing it from memory. I had an Instacart shop only for about $6.80, I think. Then I got another Instacart for about $12.80 something cents, I think. At that point, they weren't in order back to back. I did DoorDash in between. I was able to get on because it turned red, and I was able to do about 3 orders on DoorDash. One for $6.50 that stayed $6.50. Another that went to $7, and another that went to $7.50. And then I did a Uber Eats for Taco Bell for about $7 and some change for less than 2 miles. So that's all I did for the day. I do have an interesting story to tell. You know, you have something go on every single day. So after I'm done and I'm going home, I stop by Dunkin Donuts on the way home because I love sour cream donuts. It's like my favorite donut. And I thought I'd grab me a water while I was there as well. I used their restroom. And when I came out, I opened the door and it just slammed into the wall. So I closed it, and then I walked up to the counter. 2 guys were standing there, and I told one guy, "Sorry about your door, kind of slammed into the wall when I come out. I apologize for the loud noise," because I'm that kind of guy. I'm a nice guy. What can I say? Until you push me. So this guy pushed me. So he goes, "Did you break the wall?" And I'm like, you know, that's like a crazy question to me. So I'm like, no, I didn't break the wall. He's like, "Are you sure? Because if you did, I'll need to make documentation of that, and we'll have to see if we have to charge you." And I'm like, what the, you know, I'm like, look, dude, I didn't break your wall, and if I did, I'm not paying for it. He said, "For real?" And I'm like, he's like a manager or something. He's like a doofus manager. And I say that because he's acting stupid about this. And I said, "For effing real." You know, I try not to cuss on my channel too much, but that's what I told him. And he was like, and I'm like, "Dude, your door doesn't have anything to keep it from just slamming into the wall. Like, how's that my fault? How am I supposed to know your door slams into the wall? I never even come in here." So I don't even pick up orders there because it's on the wrong side of town. Like, I don't go on that side of town to do delivery. So I'm not worried about it. So he got the real, like, he pushed buttons and got like the side of me he didn't want to get. So he walked off and started checking the bathroom, and I got the other guy, and he was kind of laughing. And I said, "Yeah, it is kind of funny." I said, "Let me get a sour cream donut and a bottle of water." The other guy come back out and he says, "Man." And the other guy's like, "Dude, just let it go. Is anything damaged?" He's like, "No, but it was loud." I'm like, "Yeah, that's where my apology come from." I said it got escalated into dumb shit. That's what I told him. Because that's what happened. He's like, "For real?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm not talking to you anymore." He's just being dumb. You're a manager, and you're like the dumbest person in the entire shop. So I mean, like, it's golly. I mean, the other guy talked very educated and more professional than the manager did. The manager acted like he was like, I don't know what he like. I don't know. Just a dumbass. But anyway, so I just worked about a little over 2 hours, not much. I'm gonna head back home now. Got a tournament with one of my friends and my son, a Fortnite tournament. Yes, I'm 50 years old. I still play Fortnite. It's a fun game, man. It's fun, and we're good at it. I don't know if you guys know who Tim the Tat Man is. He had his record best of 14 kills the other day. My son got 15 last night. So I mean, I keep talking to my son about, starting his own channel. He's got to start a channel. It's crazy. He's so freaking good at all games that he plays. Just a small, short day, unexpected. I don't do Sundays, you guys know that. Don't do the weekends. It depends on the market. I might have to change my hours. I might have to work on Friday. Might have to work a full day Thursday. It's obviously I'm taking a hit on money. That's another thing. Like this gig conference, I've told Pedro and everybody I'm like 95% sure I'm going. and now that's actually dropped down to about 60 to 65%. And I hate to say that, but we do have to remember that we are gig workers, and that is St. Louis. I think it's over 12 hours away from where I live, and like I'd planned on going, and it's still the plan. I plan to go and then spend the weekend to go to a baseball game with Yost Malone. If you haven't seen that interview that he did with me, go check out his channel. And that's going to cost like 3 nights in a hotel, and I'm ballparking the lowest rate of $100. I don't stay in cheap hotels because I don't want to deal with like a bad group of people or bad like bugs or something in the hotel. We're just saying like 100, 150 a night, and it's gonna be expensive. And then I'm going to New York to see my son afterwards. I'm just debating. I've got to see if I got the money. I got to pay bills too. I'm not, just because I leave the house and go away for about a week, 2 weeks. I've still got rent, still got electric bills, all this stuff. I do well, but like I'm taking a hit with this market. I'm telling you. So it really depends. Like gig conference, or go see my son, and I do go see once a year, and I'm probably going to go see my son over the gig conference. You would do the same. Family first. I've always said that. I would love to go to the gig conference, and I'm planning to go. But it has to do with my money, and it has to do with my wife's surgery and how she's doing afterwards. She's told me she's going to be fine, that it's not a problem. My wife says she'll be recovered pretty well, because that'll be like almost 2 months after her surgery. So she's easing my mind about that. But I don't know. It just depends if I have the money. Like that's going to be an expensive trip. I do plan on dashing or whatever the way out there. It just really depends on money. Like that's the key. I've got to have the money to do all these things. We'll see. Anyway, this was a little impromptu video. I think I'm using that word correctly. Still debating on what to do Tuesday. I am going to be doing a driver versus driver like I did with Zach, but it's going to be with Nova Dasher. If you don't follow Nova Dasher, you should be following him. He's a super positive guy, great guy. We're going to be doing the same thing from 11 to 2 o'clock on Tuesday. Just got to figure out what market I'm going to be in. I've got myself scheduled on DoorDash to be in Albany. Albany has 68,000 people for the population. Dothan has 71,000, so it's kind of the same. The money versus Dothan, like as far as what people's income is. Obviously, Dothan's a lot more. Tallahassee is 200,000 people. So eventually we're going to do a week in Tallahassee as well. But leaning towards going to Albany for a week next week. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I appreciate you being here for this little small video. I talk too much, but we'll see you guys next time, and have a great weekend. Have a good Memorial Day.